Hello, welcome back to my next video on Vedic astrology. In this video, the main topic is what is the basis for an astrological remedy, or is there a good reason or some scientific basis for an astrological remedy. Before going into that, we will have to segregate astrological remedies into two. Those astrological remedies that have a great reason behind it, it really works and it should work. The other type of astrological remedies are those which can be maybe considered as a joke. For example, dropping a coconut in a flowing river, or keeping 5 silver coins in your pocket, and so on. So that we are in today's world, we are told to do this and that. Each time you go to an astrologer, they'll tell you to please do this. There are people who would do anything that the astrologer says, without even questioning what is the kind of logic, or is there a logic behind it. After watching this video, you are going to make your own remedies, create your own remedies, because you will know the basis for the problem in your horoscope. And your remedies is actually a sort of working against the karma that you have created in your past life. So how do we understand this? What is the logic? That is the actual objective of this video. This is a polio vaccine. It's a very powerful vaccine. It can save hundreds of people from getting polio. Children below 5 years are given this vaccine. And polio is almost out of the world. That's why I picked up this vaccine. But have you any idea on what is inside this vaccine? Most people say that it contains antibiotics, it's a medicine, etc. But if you start investigating, you will find out it actually contains the disease itself. In a different form, of course, not capable of causing the disease. It's like you want to defend yourself, you want to learn self-defense, and you go to a teacher and there he beats you up and gives you a lot of training, a lot of pain is involved. All that happens, and after that you are strong enough and you know exactly what best can be done if let's say somebody is going to attack you. So these kind of things, like if you want to practice martial arts mainly for protecting yourself, you will have to go through a lot of pain. So if you want any result in this world, there is a lot of pain involved. But most people, when they go to astrologers, the first thing that they do is they become very curious about what is inside the horoscope. So they discuss a great deal about it. And after that, thank you sir, bye, and that's it. This kind of astrology can really be harmful, because the astrologer might have said some negative things and he has not given you any remedy, or you have not accepted to do, or you are not willing to do any remedy. Both of these things can happen. There are some astrologers who say that fate is unalterable and there is nothing to do about it, in which case you don't have to go to an astrologer in the first place. You can say that everything is prefixed. So even that is not also true. If you go through Parashara Horashastra volume 2, at the end of some statements that were not very good, maybe you can call them negative statements. Actually, I would like to call them as statements of warning, only warning, but most people refer to it as negative statements. And underneath such statements, you will always find something that you have to do to overcome that, meaning that this will not happen if you do these things. And in most cases, you find in the text that was written 5,000 years back, the highest remedy was giving away a cow in charity, or maybe a goat in charity. The reason being that in those days, these were very important assets, and giving up something is very good during a bad time. When the boat is sinking, the first thing that you should do is to look around and see what you can throw out. So charity becomes the fundamental basis for astrological remedies. This is the true type. What are the other astrological remedies? Obviously connecting to God. So if you don't connect God, then also there will be a lot of trouble. God and charity, these are the tools. These are the basic, the best of astrological remedies that you can actually find in astrological textbooks. There are general remedies, there are specific remedies. And if you don't want to study your horoscope and you just want to do the remedies, even that is fine, meaning that you do always good to the people, you do a lot of charity, you are generous in giving, and you go regularly to your place of worship, temple, church or mosque, and have a strong faith in God. All these things work. And in case you're curious about knowing what is the specific remedies for your horoscope, in this video, I'm going to tell you about the easiest way to find the best remedy for you. Look at the planets placed in 6, 8 and 12. If these planets are your friends, then always wear the colors pertaining to the friends, the friendly planets, and wear the gems that are related to the friendly planets. That is the first method. This is a very good method. And the second one is that if the planet is inimical as per your lagna, which is your ascendant, based on ascendant it's called functional malefics, and then the planet is placed in 6, 8 and 12 or is badly placed in the horoscope, then these planets are likely to be really bothersome. So, having said this, how will you know what is the best remedy? For that, I'll just take you through the basics of astrology so you will know what should be done. I'm reading about the 12th house, laws and impediments, restraint and limitations, waste and extravagance, expenses, drudgery and deception, investments, good investments and bad investments, donations, charities, separations from family, going away to a far off place. All these things have been written here. Confinement in hospital, scandal, disgrace, secret success through occult affairs, defeat, the left eye, salvation, and all that. As you go through this, you will find the 12th house means losing, going away, things going away from you or you going away from things. And the best remedy for this is in the same way the polio vaccine works. The same problem is to be converted into a solution. You should start losing and then you will not lose. So what should you lose? You should lose money and time and resources through generous activities like charity. As you keep doing this will become the best remedy for a planet that is placed in the 12th, and especially if you are going through the dasha or the bhukti of that planet concept. If it is Saturn in the 12th, and if Saturn is either a good planet or a bad planet, Saturn in the 12th, you must never forget to become very generous and always do your charities. If you have problems with the leg, then you will have to look around for people who might be given a wheelchair, maybe a crutch, etc. If you have problems in marriage, then promote marriage in the society. Help poor people get married. Maybe you can print the wedding cards for them, or maybe you can buy some dress material for the wedding. Any of these things, whichever is possible by you, you can do this. Let's say you have the 5th Lord in the 12th or the 6th or the 8th. There's a lot of expenses are likely to happen by way of children. And that means you should take care of an orphan child. Here what we are doing is we are spending money on other children, children in the orphanage. So that should compensate for unnecessary expenses due to your own children. If the 5th Lord is in the 6th, then you might have a child who is very disobedient, or maybe the child has a problem. So in all these cases, trying to take care of the problems of an orphan child is a very good idea. If you have planets in the 12th and indicating imprisonment, confinement, you should release birds, animals, and maybe fish that is kept in captivity. So always try to relate to the problem that you're going through, find out if it is astrologically indicated in your chart, and find out which planet is indicating that, and then do astrological remedies that are connected to that planet. If you want to do this well, then you will have to understand the entire role of each and every planet in the horoscope, the 9 planets. Please do not use Uranus, Neptune or Pluto. They are not karmic planets. Just the 7 planets, Rahu and Ketu. Try to find out what are the things, material, people, etc. associated with these planets, and then try to invent your own remedies. In ancient times, the Godan or the donation of the cow was supposed to be at the topmost. Even today, it continues to be on the topmost. That's because the cow gives milk, and milk is just the opposite of poison. In our past lives, we may have used poison, which gets indicated by Rahu. And the best way to reverse that kind of poison is to offer milk to the society. So the cow is a very good animal that has to be taken care of. In Hinduism, it is related to God in several ways. In case you can't actually do the Godanam, which is the donation of the cow, then what you can do is you can offer money to take care of the cows. Many people have donated cows to various institutions but forgot about the feeding part. So if people just donate and walk away, then who's going to take care of the feeding? So in case you are not able to do the donation, you can actually opt for taking care of taking care of the feeding of the cows. I think it works out to, as of now, it looks like rupees 3,000 is enough to take care of a cow for an entire month. So you can think about that. If you're having trouble in your professional life, let's say due to afflictions in the 10th house, it was probably because in your past lives you have messed up with other people's profession. And therefore in this lifetime, if you are able to provide jobs, meaning you help people get jobs, you say that, okay, look, Mr. A, I know that there is a vacancy in this company and let me put a word in and maybe you can look for a job in this place, which I know very well. So try help people getting their jobs, getting a job, and that is as good as the donation of a cow. So I hope you got the message behind the astrological remedies. So from now you will be able to find out whether the remedy is going to work or not if you see the logic behind the remedy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in case you have any doubts regarding a particular planetary position and if you want to know what is the best remedy, please type them out in the comment section, and some of my students and some of the subscribers who have started answering questions on my behalf, all of us will join together and clarify your doubts. Thank you so much. Namaste.